everybody. Ooh, intensity. What? No, not that at all. All right. Yes. Unfortunately, I do have to drop the intensity of the lights here and here, or it washes out and auto brightness on the stream is kind of funky. So here we are for yet another day of cooking with me. Hang on, just queuing it up on the phone, and I don't know how to do the pause thing. Waiting, I'm gonna have to set that up at some point very soon. Holy shit! It is taking forever. Dog. Can't see dog on the stream. He's right here. Here we are for yet another. There we go. That is. What? Nope. All right, fine. We do it this way. Live chat. All right. Cool. All right. So today on Cooking with Dan, we have. There we go. Beef and shiitake mushrooms. I joke and I say shiitake, but whatever, it's a thing. We have special guest, Cat, and maybe making a surprise appearance, Dog. Yeah, if you want to see something cute, you check Reddit in the Rottweiler subreddit because you'll see Aries periodically. But that is Dog. Not that he's going to be appearing, but he's showing up there. I got one viewer already. Yeah. I did warn my Facebook friends ahead of time, a few minutes ago. So I'm actually going to milk this intro for a little while longer because I gave them a 15-minute warning. So, ooh. Oh, that's going to be yummy. It comes with hoisin sauce. That's one of my favorite sauces out of these boxes. So, this is the fourth meal from the Good Food meal prep box. That's going to be it for a short while. We do try and do them monthly, but with December and Christmas coming up, I don't know if the missus has actually ordered any of the boxes for December. Seems unlikely, more to follow. I don't know, maybe you're going to catch me making a homemade pizza from scratch or something. We'll see. So I'm just going to read from the front of the menu here. Beef and shiitake burgers with miso, mayonnaise, and roasted sweet potato wedges. I like sweet potatoes, so this ought to be really good. Miso I'm not a fan of, but I'll try making the mayo anyway and see what happens. In the little box in the corner, it says, if you're a burger lover who happens to yen for the sweet and savory umami magic of Asian cuisine, we've engineered just the perfect meal for you. We're infusing our juicy beef patties with shiitake mushrooms, hoisin, and scallions. Then we top these beauties with a crave-worthy miso mayonnaise and a crisp bok choy slaw. Wordplay. Not really wordplay. Words. Hard sometimes. Tucked into a soft onion roll and served. I don't like onion rolls. Shit. This is gonna suck. And served up with oven roasted potatoes. Sweet potatoes are an Asian-inspired burger. Is fusion cuisine at its tastiest. Oh, onion rolls. Ugh. All right, so like the other meals, it does come in a Good Food bag. Those don't. Oh yeah, they do. They look horrible. I'm really not going to enjoy them. So I'm probably going to cook them, turn off the stream, go get some fucking buns from the store, and then we're not going to worry about it. I was going to say, make a comment about having wine while I'm cooking because I wasn't planning on going anywhere. Yeah, that's not going to happen anymore. I'll have like half a glass of whatever. Shiitake mushrooms. So, these are the mushrooms. I expected bigger. We've got the beef. We have bok choy. We have mayonnaise. We have white miso paste. My favorite, hoisin sauce. I see garlic. 2 cloves of garlic. And some sweet potatoes. 1, 2, 3 sweet potatoes. Bag is recyclable. So we're doing that. And thank you to wine. So, I'm going to introduce the wine. This is one of my favorite wines. If you like a fairly sweet white wine from British Columbia, this is called Synchromesh. I don't know if it's going to pick up with lighting. Anyway, if you happen to be in Canada, you might have a chance of getting it. It is from the Okanagan region of British Columbia. Hi, dog. Yes. So you can kind of see dog. Hey, no. All right. So what we are going to do... onion buns. Let's see if I've got an alternative. I don't. All right, the recipe card is right over here. Let's get started. In a small pot, bring 1 cup of water to a boil, double for small portions. We're prepping to roast these sweet potatoes. Preheat the oven to 450. Cut the sweet potatoes into wedges lengthwise. What's with the water? Okay. Then put them on a pan, drizzle with oil, season with salt and pepper. Oh, okay. That's it. Yeah, we'll get there. It's okay. We got this. So I'm gonna grab a pan full of water, not full of water, with 1 cup of water. Put it on the back burner. That's going to get brought to a boil. 1 cup. Itchy nose. What we're going to do is, while the sweet potatoes roast, in a medium heat-proof bowl, I might just use a measuring cup, ironically. Combine the mushrooms and the boiling water. Let stand for 10 minutes. Cut off and discard the root ends of the bok choy. Thinly slice the leaves, mince the garlic, blah, 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 blah. Have the buns and throw them in the garbage. In a small bowl, I'm going to combine the mayonnaise, the miso paste, half the hoisin sauce with pepper. All right, we're good to go. Let's do this. I'm just going to scrub my potatoes. Let's say preheat the oven to 450. Okay. I'm going to grab a baking sheet. Okay, that's going to be good. Except there's plastic. There's the plastic. Cutting board. And if anybody hasn't noticed, before I do like my Starfrit ceramic knives, big fan of them, very cool stuff, so I like using them. So one thing you may or may not be aware of, I found this out some time ago, is that sweet potatoes are potatoes, contrast, yes, are sweet potatoes, versus the orange ones are actually yams. I always thought they were the same thing. They're not. Apparently the yams are sweeter than the sweet potatoes. Or the other, I don't know, one of the two. Wedges. Yep, okay. I'm going to do more or less slices. Cut the potato in half, and then I'm going to just slice, and I'm going to call it wedges. I suppose really I'm just making fat fries. I'll put them in a bowl temporarily where I'm going to toss them with the oil, and then I'll throw them on the pan after that. Take that end piece, put it over there. Actually, you know what? I am going to do a little smaller, and I'll do them fry style. Because fuck it, it's my show, I can do what I want, right? Don't do what you want. Okay, I hear the water come to a boil. Yeah, sort of a boil. Not a great boil. Turn that off. Mushrooms. Recycle. Stand for 10 minutes. Grab these ones. Because like I said, these are going to be the fries. So I'll have to watch them fairly carefully. One thing that I have learned while doing a couple of these different boxes is if you're going to roast potatoes and or fries, they do want you to toss them with oil beforehand, before roasting them, and then it's fairly temperature dependent. These are going, like I said, for 450, and they're going to be in for almost a half hour. So that's something to bear in mind for all you future cooks or amateur cooks or not cooks at all. In which case, you know, just live through my preparation, cooking, culinary delights. So I'm going to chop that off and that off because I'm tired of doing that. Then that was the shittiest cut in half ever. So I'll do that. And of course, if you happen to be watching this before or during and you have some input that you would like to leave in terms of prep, in terms of technique that you want to share with me and or the other viewers, please type it into the chat. Apparently YouTube has a message system that is something. Since I probably don't get a significant amount of random watchers for now, unless this actually takes off, which would actually be kind of cool. I'd be pleased with that. It's mostly going to be friends, and you can just hit me up on Facebook. Unfortunately, if you are a random viewer and you want to hit me up on Facebook, my Facebook profile, I have one that has nothing to do with cooking, and the other one actually is friends and family. No, I'm not going to be doing that. So I will endeavor to check the YouTube one once in a while. Because that would only make sense. It's going to make a lot of fries, actually. That'll work too, won't it? Aha! That felt a lot more satisfying than it looked. So I think what I might do, I might have a solution for my bun problem. Is I might, the missus has a thing, and she might be floating around town, maybe. So I'm gonna see if she's gonna get some buns for me. Really? Nobody in chat? If you're viewing live, please say something in chat. Because YouTube is telling me there's one viewer and it's likely the phone. Maybe. I don't even know. How does it work? If I was streaming this on Twitch, I would get 100% satisfaction and feedback. But I'm not streaming this on Twitch. What would you do? IRL? Maybe? I mean, I'm using Streamlabs OBS, which was designed for Twitch. But I'm not sure Twitch is appropriate for cooking. I know they're branching out, but Twitch started as gaming, and I've got some stuff in there for gaming. If you're on this channel, you can see the results of some of that. That was primarily done on Twitch first, and then exported onto and imported into YouTube as a really as a way to help protect the videos I had done. Frankly, I didn't have the money or the consistency to keep up a channel. I realized most people cook. I want to see legacy stuff, or they want to see brand new releases. And you know what? At $80 a game, I'm just not going to do it. Even if there is, I mean, what am I going to do? Stream Fortnite? Hashtag not 12 or 14 or I don't know, whatever. Whoever's playing Fortnite, good for you. Something about your mom. That is a lot of fucking potatoes. Also, language warning. I'm just going to drizzle some oil over it and make a half-assed attempt at tossing them in the oil as I do this. I'm going to push these mushrooms a little more into the water. I'm curious to see what they decide to do with the mushroom water because, I mean, it smells, it's very fragrant right now. And I don't know if they're going to do anything with it. I haven't read ahead, which is partly intentional. I'm going to line the pan with parchment paper. Parchment paper it's a coating, doesn't burn. It's used in baking. I don't know much beyond that. It's almost like a tray liner. I suppose like muffin liners, cupcake liners, something like a liner for baking that you put stuff on. I'm going to separate all these so that they're one even layer. Good freaking luck. Pretty fucking good, actually. Seasoned with salt and pepper. I'm going to try something a little different because I've got some. I'm going to try some seasoning salt. Is a salt, so I'm trying not to add too much. Also, the container feels like it's about to friggin' break down in that corner. I can be doing this one time, just kind of seasoning salt everywhere. Alright, so. Best wine ever. Also, water on the counter. That's from the potatoes. While that does that, turning over once until brown and tender when pierced with a fork, remove from the oven and set aside in a warm spot. So, that's the 10-minute timer for the mushrooms. This is going to be the 24-minute timer for the potatoes. 2 viewers. Say something in chat so I know you're watching and I can tell you're a human. Yay. What does it want me to do with these? Let's stand for at least 10 minutes. I might just let them do cut off. Bok choy. Groovy. Bok choy has looked better and is in desperate need of being washed. So this is one observation I've made between the Good Food box, which is this, and the HelloFresh box, which I have done in the past. If you are interested, I might be able to see if I can export them from Facebook and pump it up on YouTube. Yeah. The quality of the ingredients I've found overall with the HelloFresh box has actually been better than the Good Food box. The Good Food box is good, not stellar, and it's not up to the same quality. But And the missus orders them, so I have no idea the price difference. I think Good Food, from what I've seen online, is a little cheaper, and I also got 4 meals with 1 box as opposed to the HelloFresh box has 3. If you are interested, I'm sure there's a referral code that I would love for you to use my referral code. Put something in chat and I will itchy nose. And I will share it somehow once I figure that out. In terms of HelloFresh, I know there's referral cards. We had a whole bunch. They're floating around somewhere. So, what am I doing? Cut off and discard the root ends of the bok choy and thinly slice the leaves. So, cut off and discard. Yeah, see, there's still dirt on this. So that's just going to soak in there for a moment. That is the preheat for the oven. It is it's a convection oven, so the preheat doesn't matter, apparently, from what I've read. Stop dropping bok choy in the other sink. Alright, bok choy has been cleaned. Thinly slice the leaves, right? And stems crosswise. What does it even mean? Also, tiny little bok choy. I'll just set that aside. I'm going to give that another little rinse. Because that did not clean it thoroughly. So I'll let them sit while I do it. I don't know what it wants me to do with it. Mince the garlic, make the burgers. I'm literally just putting bok choy in a bowl with oil. So, that's unusual? It's not really unusual. I expected more. So it's basically a bok choy salad. Also, bok choy is pretty cool. I don't mind cooking with it. I don't mind eating it. I'm certainly no chef, so I'm not going to go into. It's got a slightly leafy flavor and smells like the fragrance of fucking whatever. Not really my thing. But it's crispy and it's not too crispy. Like some people don't like kale because it's hard and like a hard crisp. This is a much softer crisp. I would say maybe kind of like, I suppose, similar type of crispy level like lettuce, but it's not lettuce. So I don't know where to go with that. I came really close to just cutting my finger right there. Just the tip. finger. So meanwhile, while I'm sitting here chopping bok choy and don't really have much else to talk about, check out Disney Plus. The Mandalorian's a great show. I started it yesterday, watched the first 2 episodes. Definitely, if you're a Star Wars fan, or if you want to be a Star Wars fan, or if you liked Boba Fett from the original movies and have no idea what a Mandalorian is, watch it on Disney Plus and get Disney Plus for your kids because it's Disney, right? I mean, do that. By the way, Disney, if you want to pay me for that little plug, go right ahead. Buy me another box. And I will cook in December. Imagine what a weird pipe dream that would be. Somebody bought you the next box so you can do your cooking show. The only catch is you have to do the cooking show. Then, it leads me to a Disney contract, and I have to do Disney cooking, which means I can't drink wine, and I can't swear that I might happen to do. And then Disney gets upset with me, and what is Mickey Mouse going to do with me if I swear on a Disney channel? That would be a total disaster. But who knows, maybe I'll meet Justin Timberlake, because he was a Mouseketeer. Special guest, Justin Timberlake, right? On Cooking with Dan on the Disney Channel. With a substantial side of segues. That's what it was. That's the word I was looking for earlier. Segue. A transition from one topic to another. While I happen to chop bok choy. Almost done. This is the last batch. Tiny little bok choy. I will set that aside for dogs. And that are tiny. And also, sometimes that's how my brain works. Like weird extreme reaches into alternate realities and random things of things. Things of things. Alright, that is that. Mince the garlic, cut off the root ends of the scallion. This will not go to dogs because it is an onion-type vegetable, and onions can be toxic to dogs. That can go in the water. Garlic can go in the water. Also, don't give garlic to dogs. It's toxic to them as well. Or can be. Maybe it's not. They seems to be mixed results. I'm not going to do it to them because, overall, I love my dogs. Mostly. Most of the time. Thinly sliced, separating the white bottoms from the green tops. This is of the scallions, which I will grab in a moment. Have the buns in a small bowl combined. All right, let's do that now. We will combine the mayonnaise, the miso, and half the hoisin sauce. Did I see hoisin sauce from another box? I don't think I did. I think it was, sriracha plus balsamic vinegar. All right. Mayonnaise and miso paste. I'm going to grab my little spatula. No, that's going to need that for the garlic. Where's my little spatula? Where's my mini spatula? The miniest spatula. What the hell does the cat do? Cat just went crazy. Cat is crazy right now. Okay, if my boss is watching and I don't show up to work tomorrow, it's because the mayonnaise was in the fridge untouched for too long and I'm probably dead. Don't let the dogs eat me. Miso paste. I don't know what miso is. I always thought it was a fish broth, but this is not a broth. Yeah, I have no idea what miso is. I'll check the chat in a minute. If it's in the chat, you will see it in the chat. If you're tuning in later, you might or might not see it in the chat. I don't know how the chat works. And then I'm going to mix that up. I know I don't like miso soup. Who knew, right? Well, I knew, but we'll see. However, the hoisin sauce. Oh, I love my hoisin sauce. It wants half. Because why would you make it easier for me? So I will take this teaspoon and put that back away. Make sure I get all the hoisin sauce off my spoon. Because I don't care if the miso doesn't get all mixed in. I don't care if the mayonnaise doesn't get all mixed in. But if I miss out on that, I'm going to be disappointed. Alright, I'm just going to mix this all up. So we are mixing up half of the hoisin, all of the mayonnaise, and all of the miso paste. It's turning a very light brown, almost like really crappy brown sugar, like Walmart type of brown sugar that's been sitting there for too long. Also, Walmart, don't sue me. Yeah, almost like a maple brown. Let's go with maple brown. Yeah. All right, that looks good. All right, mushrooms are doing mushroom things. I've got miso on my finger. And a scallion in my hand. So, scallion. I'm going to chop mushrooms as well. Also, angles. Cut off into of the, yeah, thinly slice. Okay. Separate the white bottom from the green top. I am going to be taking the white bottom of the scallion, mix it with the beef, some of the hoisin sauce, the garlic, which I'm going to mince in a moment, chop the mushrooms, crazy cat, beef, garlic, mushrooms, scallion, hoisin, salt and pepper, and make patties. Easy. All right, so I'm going to put that over here. I'm going to get a bowl. Bowls aren't there. Well, I mean, plates and bowls are. Beef. Eight minutes left. That is the potato. Oh, I gotta flip that. So I'm gonna flip the fries, which are looking pretty good. They have roasted up quite well. Let's scrub that timer for now. I'm just going to do just a little flip job I don't know how people are expected to do it with this much, so I'm really just kind of going to grab a flipper, toss them if I see any scorched, or not scorched, but cooked on top. I'll just flip them manually. That should do most of them. Ish. And if they're not all cooked on both sides, well, you know, that kind of happens, right? I'm sure that is going to be good. All right. Ten more minutes. All right, mushrooms. So I've got my beef in there. If you haven't watched my stream before, you're going to find this next part really entertaining. If you have watched my stream before on Facebook Live, you know what's coming next. And for me, it's going to suck in a relatively minor way. I'm going to chop the scallion in half. This is not the part that sucks. Although, who knows, maybe it's going to make me cry because it's an onion product. Okay, so that is scallion. I'm going to chop these mushrooms. That's not fucking chopping very well at all. They're very soft and are not. Yeah, I actually have to put a fairly substantial vertical force down. There. Do that. Do that. That. Come along. Still no comments, really? Come on, people. Say something. It is streaming. It's live. I can see it on my phone. Nobody loves me. Is everybody eating? Maybe that's what it is. Everybody's eating with their families right now, and I'm cooking. Everybody cooked before me, and nobody's tuning in. Maybe that's why later shows actually had better viewing. If only YouTube would tell me when my viewers were. Oh wait, it does. All right, that is that. Now we're going to do something that bugs me immensely because I don't like having my hands incredibly dirty. Is I actually have to manually mix. Oh, I didn't do the garlic yet. I'll do the garlic last. Where's the garlic? Where'd my garlic go? Oh yeah, it's in the sink, isn't it? I threw it in the sink. So I'm separating the beef because it was actually fairly packed. And grab this, throw those in there. There's the garlic. There's the garlic. Take the opportunity to rinse my hands off. Now, I'm not actually going to mince the garlic. I'm not going to grate the garlic because it is going in burgers. But I am going to chop it as fine as I can. So chop it in half and then do little tiny slices. I realize a mince is pretty much what I'm doing anyway. Smells really good. Like fresh garlic right away. If you're not a big fan of garlic, you are missing out. I'm just saying. Also, if you are a fan of garlic, you're still missing out because you're not here. Unless you're the neighbor. If you're the neighbor, come over. So, some finely chopped garlic, the shiitake mushrooms, the white part of the scallions, all mixed in with the beef. Okay, if you are tuning in later, thank you for tuning in. Right? Because I don't necessarily stream this for myself. I kind of do. Mostly because I can. But mostly I do it because I think somebody might be interested. And that's kind of neat. And I'm glad you picked me. Out of all the other cooking shows on YouTube right now, you can pick mine. Because I'm entertaining. Alright, so burger. Hand mixed ground beef. I have to get a frying pan. Oh, I didn't add the hoisin sauce. What? After that whole thing and me talking about how much I love hoisin sauce, I didn't even add the hoisin sauce. And a cat sneezed. I'll have to grab another spoon because the one I threw in the sink landed in a dirty pan. I don't even know what it's in it, but it tastes so good. I'm just going to make sure it all comes off my spoon and all over my hands, because that is bleh. I could wear gloves, but I didn't. Oh, it made it so much more damp. All right, so that. I can just hear somebody saying right now that they're laughing because I'm washing my hands because I got stuff on my hands and I need to clean them off. And they're like, you're going to have to touch them anyway to make the burgers individually. And you're absolutely right. That's what I have to do. Doesn't stop the little obsessive hand washing. Ow. Da da da. One pan. We have the pan. We have drizzle of oil. Now, you may observe that I have kept the mushroom water. Still not sure if I'm going to use it. I'd be kind of surprised that if I don't, though. Add the patties. Yeah, just like any burger, cook them till they're cooked. Bok choy is chopped, and that's it. So it's going to be a salad, basically, or it's a burger topping. So it's going to have me take the burger pan after the burgers are cooked and put the buns down in them to toast the buns. That's it. This is what we do. Patties made into a burger, chop the buns in half, put them in the pan after the burgers cook. That's going to go on top with the miso mayo, and that's the recipe. But what happens with the... Oh, and scallions on top, if I so desire. Not a big fan of onions. I'll do one that way, maybe. And then I will show the finished burger product and run to the store to pick up some buns. So that is the 10 minutes for the potatoes, which are the side. Yeah. I'm chopping scallions right now. Stop harassing me. Stove, timer. Ooh. Little burnt. Just a bit. Yeah. Not even too bad. Move that over here. Move this over here. Yeah. 3D. Put that back there. Not too bad. I prefer yam, but they turned out okay. So there's two buns with the little bit of beef. Looks like, I don't know what grams to pounds is, or fractional pounds. So I will just separate the beef in half-ish into a pate. Looks like a nice sized patty. That was not nearly as hot as I expected it to be. It didn't even sizzle. That should have sizzled. It started. All right, there's the beef. Wife always tells me I don't drink enough water. With me washing my hands this much, I figure I'm absorbing it through the skin, right? Should be plenty. So the bok choy gets a drizzle of oil. That might be too much. And it hasn't told me to do anything with the mushroom water. Yeah. It says drain the mushrooms, so the water goes away. Yeah. Somewhere there's a cook, but that just made me really sad. There's the sauce. There's the garnish. Onion buns. Seriously. Yeah, those are pretty good. I don't even want to give these to the dogs. They're onions. I mean, I'm imagining that cooked onions have the thing that makes dogs dead cooked out of it, but I'm not going to run any risks. Onion buns. So, they're pre-cut. They're starter cut. Okay, that's where the cuts. Yeah, so they're mostly cut. Yeah, there's just a tiny bridge in between. I'll prep one for you. Only you. Yeah. Okay. That can go there. That can go there. This is here. I will take the miso mayo. Stir it up a little bit more. Normally, this is where my curiosity gets the best of me. I'm really curious what miso is. I'm sure my phone can multitask, but I don't want to interrupt my viewing of the stream because my streaming program, I'm actually using a program, not the web browser version. So the scallion, the bun. I got enough sauce to last, so that's fine. That's a thing. Dogs have 30 minutes before they need to eat. Burgers look pretty damn good. And the fries are sufficient. Yeah. Now we wait. So, what to discuss while we are waiting for burgers to cook? I want to say thank you for tuning in. If you are watching this after the fact, please comment. I do check the comments after the stream, and I appreciate any comments that you like. You can subscribe. That way you'll know if I'm doing them again. I do this infrequently, so the subscribe and the bell button will let you know ahead of time or at the time that I'm going to be doing this. Yeah, check my other videos out. I've got 2 other cooking videos recorded and sitting here on YouTube. If you're a bit of a gamer, you can check out my gaming videos, which are really just kind of play streams. Some of them are over an hour long. So I wouldn't watch them personally. There is a funny one for the game Outcast. I don't know, the scary one, where you can watch my mouse spaz because I made a jump scare got to me. Yeah, funny. If you do have any questions, this box is from Good Food. It's a Canadian company, makegoodfood.ca. If you want the referral code, I'll put it in the comment. Contact me through YouTube, and I will make sure I try my best to get you a referral code for me. I don't know what it gives you. Probably gives you gets you a free box, basically. $80 credit. However many that covers. Generally speaking, between these boxes, I know with the other box, the HelloFresh box, it ends up being about $10 a plate because we order meals for 2 with HelloFresh. Do the math, it ends up being 3 recipes, $20 a recipe. And and about $10 a plate. Oh, Jesus. It is splattering everywhere. Oh my god, the stove is a mess with splattered oil. That's horrible. I got peppered. My arms. I've got a mess to clean up later. And also one of the burgers split in half. Next time, I'm just going to use my burger press. I thought I'd try and do it by hand. Looks really cool. Doesn't work quite as effectively. Can't pack it tight enough. So we've got one of those, ironically, one of those Starfrit burger squish things. They work really well. If you make your own burgers, you can do that. And that would have been a lot more effective. So this recipe is a bit of a flop for me. Special thank you to the father-in-law for this pretty good apron. Very happy. It was a birthday present, Christmas present. Christmas. So if you're watching, you know who you are. Thank you. Love it. Very cool. I do this for you as much as I do for anybody else. But you bought me this apron because I was doing it, and I thought I'd keep it going. We will see. If I continue to have one viewer, which is my phone, well, you know what? That might not work out so well in the long run. So much splattered oil. It's so bad. Check. The burger looks good. I think it's about... I'm going to grab the broken burger. I think it's probably because I soaked the mushrooms for a little longer. Probably soaked up a lot of water, so then as it's cooking the water out, it just made there's splatter everywhere. Burger turned out okay. Cut into it. Yeah, that's definitely cooked through. So happy with that. This particular one, not so much. I'm going to set all that aside. Wish that was a webcam. That's actually the camera attached to the laptop. So we have, show it right there. All right, beef burgers with beef and shiitake burgers with bok choy and a miso mayonnaise and hoisin sauce. Also, dog, don't be crazy. So I want to say thanks again for tuning in. I'm glad I didn't just drip water on the laptop. If you like what you see, by all means, leave me a comment. And, pardon me. Apparently I'm hungry. So, bon appetit.